Right, we'll kick it off. Welcome to the All You Can Talk podcast.
All You Can Talk.
All You Can Talk. I'm just going to cut crap with it. Today I've got with me Kieran, as usual, the little weirdo that he is. And today we've got a special guest to discuss Barnsley and all things Barnsley.
I wouldn't say special, but...
You ain't programme, that's enough.
Depends what you mean by special, to be fair, doesn't it?
Yeah, multiple meanings, so...
Barnsley radio host, God, I can't talk today, Alex Francis.
Pleasure to be here. Thank
How
you
are we doing, lads? We alright?
I'm all good, mate. All good.
yeah.
Really
All good,
appreciate
mate.
you asking me to come on.
Right, yeah, cracking, mate, cracking. Straight into it, mate. Barnsley Radio, how's that going?
It's brilliant, yeah. New radio station, obviously, in Barnsley.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know about it until late. I got in touch. I was like, I might be able to get involved in some respect, and emailed the guy who runs it all. Didn't get a reply at first, so I had to, send another one and try pestering him.
Oh, you double DM.
I did. Well, I added him on Facebook. It were a bit desperate. It must have been about a week. Didn't get a reply. Added him on Facebook. He added me back. I messaged him and I was like, "Oh, have you seen your email?" He was like, "Yeah, I've not replied yet though." So he replied to it and said, "Yeah, we'll give you a show." I couldn't believe it. I was thinking I'd do some behind the scenes stuff and just help out here and there. But yeah, he said you can have a football show. So I was buzzing.
That's meant that, mate. I mean, you do some good stuff, so I'm not surprised. Because you did that documentary, didn't you? A couple
of years ago, yeah.
That was pretty. That one. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen the documentary yet, no.
It's mint. I'll send you a link. It was banging. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a couple of years ago now, but yeah, I love doing that.
What was that like a project or for college?
It was for college, for me final project at college.
Yeah.
Just any type of documentary. I thought I'm gonna, incorporate my love for Barnsley and do it on that, and I wanted to capture. Why we're both all Barnsley fans, aren't we? Obviously, we'll know the connection that we have to the football club. I wanted to document that and show why people love the club so much, and why it's so much more than it's a cliche, but more than a game, because it is. It's a community, and we're all vying for the same thing. No matter who you are, no matter what your background is, where you come from, you're all the same, and you're all following that one team. So I wanted to capture that, and I think I did a decent job of it.
You did. I think it shows as well when Al passed away from Red All Over. The amount of people that come in just with love for him, that just shows how much it is a community and what you were saying.
Devastating that, honestly. I were really
gutted.
close to it.
I was gutted. I didn't even know him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
R.I.P. to Al, by the way.
So many mates who, barely knew him or knew of him just from Twitter, that kind of thing. They were devastated, and I had a mate who went to a funeral who never met him. That says it all. Quite a few interactions with him. Obviously, he's involved with Red All Over. I've been involved in the past and been in numerous group chats, that kind of thing. I work on the turnstiles at Barnsley, and he always used to come through my gate, and he always used to have a massive beaming smile on his face. He'd always give you a hug, and even in his last days, I remember the Reading game, he came out of hospital to come to this game, and he was going straight back to hospital after. And he was still positive. He was still so positive. Told me he loved me, like that kind of thing. Give me a hug and. Held my hand, just little things like that. And
it means a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I weren't close to him really in any way, shape or form, so devastating that he obviously passed away and it all happened so quickly. But I think he says it all when Connor, the manager, and Richard Keogh were at the funeral.
They
went. Such a lovable bloke.
It's a lovely touch.
I think the few of them went.
Really were,
well.
I couldn't believe it. Callum Simpson there as well. I turned up and I saw them. I was thinking, crazy.
Really good. We mentioned it on the pod,
and bloke he is.
I just remember all the videos. I mean, I were at work, so I just couldn't unfortunately make it, but it was just one of them. I was looking at videos, I'm like, wow. I couldn't believe it.
Honestly, they were incredible. He was such an amazing bloke. So many funny memories of him, and that's
questionable opinions at times.
He was so passionate though. If you ever watched Red All Over, you could see his passion.
He followed women's team as well.
He did. It honestly.
He loved it all.
Shadow Scholars Academy. He'd know about the under-18s, under-21, shadow scholars, just every aspect of Barnsley. And he weren't actually from Barnsley. He lived in Rotherham, I think it were, either Wath or that neck of the woods. But he just loved Barnsley. He loved Barnsley, he loved the football club, he loved the people, and he
just loved it. He loved it all. I think it definitely shows. And I think your documentary came off and showed how much people are involved with it all.
Yeah.
So football's amazing for, isn't it? Bringing people together you'd never mix with in any other walk of life.
people don't get it. They don't get what it means to be a football fan.
Yeah.
And I don't get what they do. What else do they do when,
what do you do on a
if you're not a
Saturday?
football fan? That's it. It's just amazing.
People don't get it when I say my weekend's ruined if we get battered or something. I just feel so crap, and I can't help it. I've tried not to. I've tried being when Poyer and Marcus Schott were involved, and we lost every week, and I'm like, my ear was just shit.
You love taking me back to terrible memories of Barnsley, don't you?
A lot of bad memories are in there.
He does this once an episode. He'll bring up an old manager, an old player, and I'll just go into a dark place.
Yeah. One question I've asked every Barnsley fan: do you remember your first game?
You had Katie on a couple of months or a couple of weeks ago, and she said the first one she watched was the Millwall game at Wembley, and mine's the exact same. I don't want to make you feel old again, because I know
we're getting old, man.
I was going to say it again.
Second time in a couple of weeks. No, I went to a few games before that with I think I got free tickets from school, 2014, 15, that kind of thing, but like Katie, I didn't enjoy it. I weren't into football. It's probably because I weren't introduced to it, really. My dad's always been a Barnsley fan, but he never really introduced me to it until that game, that Wembley game. Asked if we wanted to go, and I reluctantly said yeah, and I'm so glad that I did, because it was such an amazing memory, and it, as Katie said, it made me fall in love with it. It really does. And got a season ticket next season, and been to every home game since, a couple of away games as well.
That were a bit of a false introduction for you, that lad.
I know.
That season after, we didn't do too bad. We didn't do too bad after Mill.
No,
that season,
we didn't. We had a good squad though, didn't we? We lost a lot in January, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we had a good
Hurian,
squad.
Prime Winnell. Oh,
you know what? I have so much nostalgia and so many memories from that season. And to other people, like the season before might have been more special, but my first season, some of the teams we beat, some of the results, some of the players we had as well. Just
Wolves were
unbelievable.
beating 4-0 at their ground.
Yeah, I went that day.
Yeah, Seri Janko smashed one in from like 26
He's
yards.
doing well now, isn't he? He's been some big European clubs. Ryan Kent, players like that.
Yeah.
Sam Morsey, just some
I couldn't believe
players.
Ryan Kent were on a free this season. And I think he still is.
I think he gets linked to Leeds every single transfer window. So.
He's one of them, and he's a tricky winger, but he don't really fit modern day football anymore, does he? Unfortunately.
How old is he now? Is he knocking on a bit? I don't really.
I think he's late 20s now, early 30s.
Yeah.
But it was similar to Harvey Barnes. I loved Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Just that team. I can remember when we brought a few loans in, and I'm just like, wow. All right then.
Back in the day, we were amazing at loans.
Yeah, we were.
We were awesome.
Ollie McBurney stands out to me, just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's Clement Rodriguez.
We don't mention him.
Oh God.
Couple of decent ones this season though.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't understand that, because did you give Oriana a 7 or an 8?
I gave him an 8.
Yeah, I think I'd have said a 7.5 or something.
Yeah.
But we just can't see why people are getting frustrated, but I'm just like, give lad a chance, man. Just chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've messaged him a couple of times like, Oriana out, but I'm only taking piss, because you just, in the moment, you're just like, fuck it all.
It's like I said in our season preview episode though, I said at the end, I talked to the camera, I said, Barnsley fans, if we're 12th in December, back him. Yeah,
100%.
because we've got an unbelievable coach there. But especially, you can see it in the games where we play really well. He's getting the most out of these players, because the majority of the squad aren't really that special. But in terms of what he can get out of them and what the levels they are playing at the top of their game, and that takes a really good coach.
He loves the club as well, which is a big thing.
Yeah, you can tell he loves it all. Every time he's on pitch, and you can see him on sidelines, and he's animated, and you can see passion inside him.
The way he speaks as well, you want to believe what he's saying.
Yeah.
You love listening to him.
I did make a joke the other day when we lost against Lincoln, and I says, well, first line on his post-match interview, really disappointing. That's every interview he says. And I'm just like, well, what else is he meant to say?
Thing is, he's well media trained, I think, so he knows what to say and when to say. And I like as well the fact that, at the end of the game when we win, he don't go to the Ponty and he's not giving it all this like Duff and certain other managers did, and that's not a bad thing. But I think it shows that he's not happy. He's never happy, and he always wants more. Which, you need that, don't you?
Yeah.
I think one thing. With the last game when we played against Leyton Orient, I think his team talk at the end of the game compared to what his interview was will be two very contrasting things. Because the interview was very, very positive, like say he's media trained, and he's like, we did well. But in reality, it was a poor performance that we just sort of capitalised on.
He's got a good poker face as well.
Yeah.
You can tell he's seething at times. We're at the Wickham game away, interview after that, he left a few hints, didn't he? And you could tell he was absolutely seething, but he hides it quite well.
I would like to be on the wrong end of him. I can't.
I mean, it's a lot different to what Clark was last season, because he didn't care. he was just outing players all the time.
He's been sacked, hasn't he, from Bristol?
Bristol 10 in a row, I think.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they've lost.
I don't think he was anywhere near first choice for us, but he just seemed like a nice bloke. Obviously, a bit had troubles in his past, and you know, I want him to do well and wish him nothing but best, but he just weren't the right fit for us at all.
I can see him going back to Cheltenham or something, we're saying.
I mean, he had a job in League Two with Bristol Rovers, weren't it? And he's not done well there, so where does he go now?
Yeah, it's one of them. I think he's because he's managed National League before, I don't think he's bothered about dropping down again. No. And then wages are still the same as League Two and League One these days.
Yes, there's not a big financial gap between them, is there?
There's not anymore. It's not like it used to be. It's one of them, innit?
He wasn't his first choice, was he, Darryl Clark? I mean, we tried to get that guy in and then realised we couldn't get a work permit across the line.
Oh, yeah.
And then there were Daniel Stendhal, who signed a contract with an under-21s team instead.
Yeah, that was bad, wasn't it? Oh, that's mental. You got to think, were it Dominic Thalhammer? I think it was.
Whatever his name was.
I think that was he was like, nah, I can't get a work permit.
He was posting on Instagram all over, like buzzing to be coming to England and stuff.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Do you remember the player as well who were meant to sign, but his missus said she didn't want to move on to
England? He signed and everything as well.
You see what happened to him the other day as well, didn't he? He made Angelo Stiller. He made fun of his nose. You know the. Do you know about it? This German player.
No.
He's got some kind of medical issue that means he's got a big nose and it's sort of attached to his mouth, and he made fun of him on pitch. He did something like that. And it all over Twitter, that kind of thing. So maybe we dodged a bullet with that one. I don't know.
But then again, do you need somebody like that to be a bit of a shithouse?
I mean, it can work both ways, can't it?
Because when it's on your team, you're happy, aren't you?
And I think going to shithousery, I think Orian's instilling that into the team again. Look at Jorgen Nathan, because we're at Peterborough at home that he stepped on a player, Orian, and he got him sent off.
Yeah,
just need that little bit of bite, don't you?
Yeah, young players around, they'll find their way eventually. They're not going to be finished article yet.
Yeah.
That's the thing, especially with our current philosophy. We've gone back to that young player sort of scenario. I think that's why John Russell maybe isn't playing, because we want to try and breed in Bland. I
can see Russell leaving in January, to be honest.
We're talking about this on his radio show the other day. A little plug.
Cheeky little shit.
As if you've not mentioned it already.
Nah, you're all good, mate.
We were speaking about, how he'll want regular game time, and I think Connor came out yesterday and said that he wants regular game time, but he can't get in the midfield because it's so stacked. There's so much quality, and there's so many different profiles of players in that midfield as well, and he just can't get in there, can he? And a player like him, I think he's coming to his prime, 25, 26, he'll want to be playing games, and I think his contract's up in the end of the season, so whether he'll see that out or not, I don't know.
That seems to be a bit of a history with our board though, doesn't it? When players are coming towards the end of the contract, there's no value in them, they tend to not get played quite a lot. That's something that bothers me a little bit. Obviously it's conjecture, don't know if it's definitely true. But
did well against Leyton Orient though? Or was it the game?
No, he did. He came on and he changed game for us. Really.
End of last season, I think he had 7 in 7 or something daft like that.
Yeah, for Orient, last 10 games,
There's no denying his quality. There's no denying. I think the only thing with Russell, because he's such a laid-back player and a laid-back character, I think people think he's lazy.
I think it's his gangly nature as well. He's very unorthodox, and it's same with Vimal. To be fair, they're quite similar players in that respect. You think you can watch him and you can think, he's miles off it. Oh, what's he doing? But I think it's just the way he's built and the way he is.
Yeah,
he is tall, 6'6", isn't he? Something like that, 6'5".
Something ridiculous. Could be a basketball player, couldn't he?
It's massive. But he's got a clothing line as well.
He cuts his own hair, doesn't he? He does all
sorts.
He does
all sorts
when he's
on TikTok. Yeah, he's all over.
He's a real little entrepreneur, is he? But little. But
I don't blame him, because you see a lot of footballers, they don't do much during the footballing days, and they're screwed afterwards.
They get to end and they're like,
what do I do? But we're only like, do you remember Reece Wabera, who played right back for us?
Oh, Reece Wabera,
he's like a multi-millionaire clothing line
what's
brand
his
now.
brand now?
Oh, I can't remember. He opened it with Gymshark's co-founder. But it's like worth like 20 odd million now or something.
Mandevoir, I believe it's called.
I know the logo, it's gold, but yeah. Jumping straight into it, January.
Oh no.
Oh God.
So what do we reckon?
That's the right reaction.
What do you reckon? Who's leaving, who's staying?
There are 2 words. There are 3 words, right, that strike fear into any Barnsley fan, and it's January transfer window. Whatever season it is.
All I'm going to be... The one thing with this board, they can get stick, granted, but I can't say that they've just accepted first offer anymore.
No, they've not.
So it's like every time January comes, I'm like, oh, I wonder where we can. I've been coming for the last 2 or 3 years, like, oh, I wonder where we could strengthen instead of selling players. I've been thinking quite the opposite, rather than, oh, they'll just accept, $1 million for DKD. I don't think they will. And it showed in summer.
This is a good memory of Alan Smith, going back to him. It was deadline day, and he said, oh, Liam Kitchen he's told me he's staying, he's not going. And then on deadline day he went, and a running joke we had. But no, honestly, I think, I think it's a common misconception that we, sell players for cheap. We haven't passed, of course we have, but I think we've got a lot better recently that, getting the asking price. Which
I think this board have been a lot better. The only criticism I've had of them is maybe not selling at the right time.
Yeah,
sometimes.
To be fair, the other season we lost quite a few. Herbie Kane, Cole, them kind of players on the card on the free, didn't we? And
that's what I was thinking at that season. I thought, why couldn't we have sold 1 or 2 of them?
I think we were just so focused on going up. I think it was promotion or bust, weren't it? And I think it has been for the past couple of seasons, but I think now we're finally starting to realise that you need a couple of years, you need a plan, and it's not easy anymore, League One, is it?
Yeah.
Who do we think's going to leave then, if anybody leaves? I think the only real person who's going to have interest in them is Adam Phillips, maybe.
DKD's going to have...
there'll be interest, but no one's going to pay.
But then you've got Jack Shepherd,
DKD,
who's touted to go to Swansea.
Is he? I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, for a couple million, and I'm like, fair.
Depends what they're offering. If they're offering right price, then I'd be more than happy to see
it. It's like when DKD, Middlesbrough in for him, and they said 8 million, and it's like... Yeah, let's do it.
How mad is it that we're talking about a League One striker going for 8 million?
It's crazy, isn't
it? That Wickham striker,
Coney,
he went for like 6.5, didn't he?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so saturated these days. Like Jay Stansfield bought for 15, 20 million. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Our record transfer fees from like late 90s, isn't it?
98.
yeah.
Is it?
I think it's Georgia Histoff or something.
Oh, Joseph.
They were
1.25 or something.
Yeah,
it's not Ian Hume is.
Ian Hume with Leicester. No, it's still 97.
Or was he 1.1?
1.2, but I think they've got like a few grand extra.
Yeah,
you got to count that. You got to do Arsene Wenger, haven't you?
Yeah.
1 million and what did he offer Ozil? Was it 40 million and £1? Something like
it's
that.
gone over the head, that, because I went into football back in them days.
It was 2011, I think it was.
2011.
He tried to do something.
I think I were about 5 back then.
He tried to... Fucking hell,
he tried to do
40 and don't say that.
He tried to do the same thing with Luis Suarez as well, so he had a minimum fee release clause in his contract, so Wenger decided they were going to offer £1 over the release clause.
I like that. What about a penny over? Why has he got £1? Penny would have been better.
Yeah, I think it's just to make a statement. I'd do the same, to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
But then you got your Barry Cotters who cost 20 grand from Ireland.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Then I don't know in terms of player, but in terms of character and
it's funny.
Oh, mate.
You want him around your dressing room, don't you?
You do, yeah.
I was very surprised with. Do you know what? He's got the best moment in him, but also the worst moment in every game. He's a very strange player.
We seem to have a lot of players like that, don't we?
Yeah.
So we need to bring up Mael.
I think in League One we're not going to have a finished article, so they're going to have mistakes in them. It's all about, I guess, coaching them out of them, and it'll come with experience, won't it?
It will. So January, we'll go back onto that because we keep.
It's the fear. That's why.
What are you doing tomorrow? Interesting.
What am I doing tomorrow? I'm going to pub actually.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Pub at work.
Where else would you be?
But I think Russell will go, and I think Jake Cole probably going back. And I think we'll look for another centre back.
I think Vickers will go back as well.
Do you think?
Yeah, he's not getting the game time.
I could see Rooney and Vickers going back personally. Yeah, Rooney best for both parties, and Vickers because Brian want him to play more, and he's clearly not getting that here, is he?
With the way we play as well, with Cleary on the left, and then obviously we have sort of a false winger on the right.
You've got Jallo, you've got Phillips, who seems to be playing on right hand side 6.
It was a weird moment when he was playing on the right wing, and he was doing brilliantly. He could just turn and balance on him and agility. And then he moved into number 10. He was never a number 10.
Yeah, he was completely out again.
He just couldn't get anywhere.
Yeah. He's a young gaffer, he's learning, but there's been a few instances of that, hasn't there?
You've got to think, like, come on. You see his quality on right, you've got to keep him there.
Yeah.
And just maybe change it up on left-hand side.
Didn't Real Madrid scout him back in days? No, he's on our bench, he can't even get into the squad, it says it all, doesn't it?
I can remember when we signed Dale Jennings back in 2012 and he played at Bayern. And it's like, you what? You what?
Yeah.
But I think a strike will be coming in early. I think it needs to happen. Just an out-and-out striker. McGoldrick's brilliant, but you're starting to see his body not keep up a little bit, and it pains me to say it.
Started to accept that he's not going to start every game. I think when he came in, he might have been thinking, I don't want to be on bench, but I think now he's close to Connor into as well. So I'm sure they've had conversations, and he realises it's what's best for the team. But
Connor said it in a few interviews, hasn't he? Like when he's been asked where's Dave McGoldrick, and it's just his body's letting him down, and he's 39.
Good to bring off, isn't he? And brilliant to have in changing room. You hear about Connor saying, he's had conversations with some of the younger players, and it's the type of player you want, isn't it? Well, I think someone said he's first in at last out as well, so he's clearly a good. Yeah, good leader.
You've got to think about them sort of players rather than playing. Connor were meant to be that a couple of years ago, last year, when he'd come in. He was just going to, shadow a lot of players and just make Phillips a bit better, and then he'd become head coach. I've never seen that before, to be honest, but it's one of them.
We definitely need a number 9, and I think we need a centre back.
Yeah, we've been saying on our radio show, another plug, 2 centre backs. Josh Averton says on our show, I don't know. I think centre backs are priority, and then a striker, maybe I don't know, cover for left back, something like that. But
I was surprised because I hadn't seen Gent again, and he were on bench, and all of a sudden we just
he played, didn't he, at Cup, and then Connor said that he's just still a bit fatigued, obviously coming back. I think
it took it out on him that game, didn't it?
Yeah, it's understandable.
He got man of match, though, didn't he, that game? It's quality. Coming back after a long injury like that.
It's brilliant. I was so gutted when he got injured last season because he was starting to get into his stride. And I can remember the moment when we played Rotherham at home last season, and Adam Phillips just kept pinging ball over to him every single time. Every single time Phillips had ball, Gent were there for a crossfield pass.
I'd love to see him fit, because could you imagine Cleary and Gent on the same side?
You know what? I like him better. I like it. Again, I like his attitude. We spoke about Digivigne off camera. Like, his attitude's brilliant. I know you're not too keen.
I'm not a fan. I want to be really badly, but I'm not.
I get you, but no, I like him better. I think he can have his off days. Maybe better at attacking than he is defending. But you want players with good attitudes in. But no, Gent. I think Gent has to be that starting player.
The difficult thing there is, where does Earl play?
Yeah,
I think Earl
could Earl go out as well in January.
I think Earl will be leaving either in winter next month or in summer.
Do you really think so?
I think Earl might be going off. Yeah.
I think with injuries, I don't think there'd be enough interest in him.
I think we'll get a couple in beforehand, but I can't see, if we get another good centre back in, I don't think Earl will play much. It's good cover, but I think he'll want game time.
It's probably one of the more senior players, isn't he? In that back line.
Now,
he's had his good games, but it just seems that this season, maybe end of last season, he's tailed off a bit. And he does have his good games, but he has got a howler in him, hasn't he? I think he's quite a big profile, so he's not quickest at turning that kind of thing. So
for me,
difficult.
Barnsley fans recently, for the last 2 or 3 years, since probably we lost against Wednesday in final. Sorry, mate. We've always seemed to just target 1 or 2 players a season. Every player. When he joined us, Earl, everybody hated him for no reason. Like, by signing a League 2 player again, and it's like,
that's the thing.
I don't get it.
Negativity, unneeded negativity. Give him a chance. You can't judge him before they've kicked a ball, can you?
And I said this in summer when everybody were on Jack Shepherd's back, and it's like he was best centre back in League 2 last year.
Yeah.
And if we'd have signed him, everybody would have been going, oh, he's mint. But because he's our player, everybody on his back. Don't make sense for me. Don't make sense at all. So I'll leave that there because it pisses me off.
Yeah, I think with Jack Shepherd, the only thing, he's just a bit raw. Like positionally, he can be poor at times, but he's a lot better when he's next to Roberts, and he's got Roberts in his ear all game.
I mean, he was fitting kitchens, weren't he, a couple of years? I think that's part of the reason defence haven't been too cracking this season. We can't get consistency. We can't get Roberts and Shepherd together for a long period of time because of Roberts' injuries. Chopping and changing right back and left back, it is difficult. I guess they're switching from wing backs, aren't they, as well? So that's always
that's
something.
The Barnsley I remember though. We've never had a good defence. Never. Even in the times where we were up in playoffs and championship, we were never. I mean, don't get me wrong, you were better.
You have players like Toby Sibic and no disrespect to him whatsoever, but it's.
We've always been a team that'll outscore you. That's it. We'll if you score 3, we'll score 4, and I'm starting to see that. It's what I like under Connor. It's that old identity that made us successful, if you will. I know staying just above relegation zone in Championship might not be successful to some, but to us that's a dream.
You know what? The defence under Stendhal were unbelievable. You had Dimi Cavare. He's not he's not a world beater, but he just so much strength and players like that.
There were some great players in
We've
there.
had some good pickups over the years, to be fair. I mean, even last season with Kelly and Cleary, some great pickups.
I couldn't believe that. I remember speaking to a couple of Donny fans in summer, and when we signed Kelly, they were just like, "What the? How have you got him?" Because they expected him in Championship.
Yeah.
And then Cleary, I don't know how we've.
I mean, you know what? I was speaking to we're a Hartlepool fan at Club we were at last season, and he was saying to me, he's a good player, really good player, but that's National League, and he says he don't think he's going to be able to step up. Time will tell, but I don't think he's quite there. But it's been proven wrong.
Yeah,
honestly, unbelievable.
I think his attitude as well really helps.
He's so young and raw already. I think he's even younger than me, which is mental. So I'm not used to that. But
he's not frying to take a player on, which I think we liked last season.
I saw him on an interview on a podcast, Race Cleary, and it were interesting to see his mindset, because the host was asking him, "Oh, you must love like taking on players, and it's great to see." And he said, "Yeah, I just do it to help the team out. It relieves the pressure on the defence. That's why I take players on."
You know what? He's one of them players. I did a bit of work with Academy a few years ago. I had an internship, so I did Twitter, that kind of thing, match reports. And I think Cleary is similar to Jallo in players. And, they're not great speakers. They're not players who are going to, dissect things, that kind of thing. I remember interviewing Jallo when he was a lot younger. I think he was 17, 18. I had to interview him, and honestly, it was terrible. Like, I knew it would be a tough interview to start with. I got told he was a bit like Erling Haaland, back in the day when he first joined Man City. Yeah. But it completely caught me off guard. I remember asking the first question, he gave like a 2-second answer, then second question, 2-second answer. And I think players like that, they just focus on football, and they can't
care about the rest of this stuff around it.
They're always the best players though, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for Jallo, if I'm honest.
Oh, bad injuries, yeah.
That's just devastating, because I can see it. Just the little glimpses of him. He's a little whippet, and he needs to bulk up a bit, but I think once he's got that...
That decision not to get that shoulder surgery at the start of last season were proper detrimental to him.
Yeah.
He could have taken that 4-6 months out.
Didn't he come back from injury and he scored a few and then got injured straight away, didn't he?
Yeah.
So much potential, but I just hope he stays injury free, because we could be in for a lot of money. I think we turned down quite a lot from Man United, didn't we? I'd like to believe.
I know it was about 750 from Italy that we got, that somebody offered for him
it's a lot of money
2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago.
And that's the thing, people said Barnsley, Barnsley are a selling club, and
We have to be though. If we're going to make progress, you look at the teams that have gone up that were a similar size to us that are in the Premier League now. You look like Brentford, Brighton. These teams, they've had to be selling teams.
Of course, I think that's the dream, innit? That's what we want to.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we were above them at one point, but
I remember Brentford. They always sold the best 2 players every season, and they've replaced them with 4 or 5 more.
What about Mbeumo has gone to Man United? They got some great money for him, and he's stinking it up.
I think the big thing with Barnsley though, we've always been on back foot a little bit, where we've sold a player but we haven't really had a player to replace them straight away, whereas Brentford have bought that player a year ago. They've already started playing him. Do you know what I mean? And you need that little bit of overlap.
Maybe that's what we're trying to do right now with Bland, Jorgensen, Kelly. Because then when Connell, Russell and Phillips inevitably leaves.
Bland is, honestly, the positions he plays in, mental. I think he started at centre-back. He can play midfield, he can play right back, he's played left back this season.
I do not know how true it is, but I heard he started as a striker. I don't know how true it is though. Like when he was
I think I remember hearing that somewhere.
All footballers start as a striker, they move back.
Yeah, he doesn't look out of position at right back though, does he? No, in midfield, he can play anywhere. He looks so
It's been
composed.
interesting to see that inverted run he's been making. Because obviously while we've been lacking a right back, Bland's been playing there, but he's almost been playing alongside DKD at times on that when he's been inverted or high on the press and stuff. To see his energy is unreal. I love John O'Brien.
He's a good box to box. I do like him. And it's same with him, although he's not scared to get foot in.
Yeah.
And I think that shows with a couple of red cards, but you're gonna have to take that now and again.
He's quite slim, isn't he? He's not the biggest.
He's not, but he's just
profiles. So he chucks himself into it. I mean, I think he was a bit weak against Leighton Orient to lose the ball. Like there's a few instances, but they're not, like I said, they're not going to be perfect, are they? So
he's not a man yet either, is he? He's only just about 18, 19.
But Premier League clubs were after him, and I think you can see
that's
why.
Ridiculous. He's so young. The room for progression is just insane, isn't
it? The thing is, we're into some academies now that players can just go to top academies for next to no.
I mean, there are a few from us, weren't there?
You get,
Ollie Wilkinson left.
I think you get compensation for the amount of games they play for that club, don't you?
Something like that, but I don't know if it's a lot.
Yeah, there were Ollie Wilkinson to Ipswich for a decent amount, and then Josh Kenchington, I think his name was, Newcastle. I think it was like 500 grand I heard, which is just, I think he's about 14, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
It's ridiculous the money.
But I think Ollie Wilkinson, when the original rumours were coming about that they were going to Chelsea, I'm thinking, don't do that.
No.
Not for your career.
I thought
don't do that. Because the amount of players that churn through them academies is ridiculous.
I mean, think about contracts Chelsea give out, it wouldn't be a bad shout.
It's like, do you want a long career or do you want to get paid?
It can ruin a lot of careers, especially we see with young players nowadays in the under-23 setups at these Premier League clubs. They're on 10, 15 grand a week.
They're locked into these contracts, they're on for like 8 years or whatever Chelsea do. There's no way of getting them out.
They want to go play and come to a team like us. We're not going to offer them 10, 15 grand a week when they haven't played a senior
Isn't that
game.
what happened to Brandon Williams? He didn't want to drop down to League 2, League 1 because he wanted like 20 grand a week. I'm like, you've played at Hull, mate. Chill out. Yeah.
That type of players you don't want at your club, regardless of quality. You want good characters and good people.
You want your Clearys, your McGoldricks.
Davis Keeler-Dunn is one that sticks out to me as being just a good lad and he has a good attitude. I really don't think he'll jump ship and it could come back to bite as it has before. But I really do think I trust him and I think he'll want to stay.
Yeah, and I think Adam Phillips as well. He sticks out just from deadline day last year when he put that tweet out saying I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
And I'm like, get in, lad. So, but no, I think
I think they want to play for Connor as well, which is
I'm seeing it a lot more this season where they're getting footing for him, and I do like that. I love that in a player where they're not frightened to get, for them 50-50s
Again, it's a sign of a good coach, isn't it? Sign of a good man manager.
Yeah, and I think Keogh's brought a lot in. And everybody says, well, defence has got worse. It's like, well,
he's had a lot of stick recently, Keogh, for defence.
Yeah, there's people tweeting him and all this, and it's like, lads, come on, just get a grip. Just stay out.
I mean, people are going to moan, aren't they? If it's not cracking, people are going to moan.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't mind moaning. It's when it turns into just abuse.
Yeah.
It just gets to me. It's like, come on.
I get you.
Get a grip.
And to be fair, the moaning for moaning's sake is quite a big thing as well.
There are a lot of people who go to Walkwell just for a good moan, isn't there? Let's face it, we give them reasons to lie.
Try and keep it constructive though. Don't dig into. You've seen it in the past. People digging into players personally, and it's never the right thing to do.
I said this on an episode about we talked about Ogbetta saying how much we love him and stuff, and there were people in the comments just going, "He's shit, boys. He's shit."
Yeah.
I was like, give context. Give us constructive something we can actually debate you on.
He had a brilliant start to the season though, didn't he? We were thinking who's their left back. He must be good.
I think it's a case of the first 10 games we did play really well with Ogbetta coming up left, but I think teams worked us out quite quickly. Where McGoldrick steps in and Ogbetta's on left and things like that, so he had to change it. And to be fair, that comes down to adaptability as well, which I think Connor's really good at. He does know how to. I think his subs, especially against Leyton Orient, changed game. So it shows
he's got a lot better at that, considering
he's learning.
We both criticised him for his substitutions earlier on in the season. You can see that progression in Connor.
Definitely. He's going to learn into, and he's made these mistakes, and hopefully it'll mean that he'll not make them again or not make them as much. So he'll learn, and hopefully in a few years' time he'll be a solid manager. He'll probably go on to bigger and better things, won't he?
Can you imagine? Europe.
I'll
make that claim now.
We'd back him, won't we? If he does. I get the feeling as well from Connor that he won't just jump ship at the first opportunity. I think he thinks that he owes us one. So I can't see him leaving until the job's finished.
That's a good shot. I think the exact same. I've said this same. I don't think he's one of these that'll jump ship straight away. I think he will take his time, and if it's right for him, he'll do it.
I'd do anything for him. I'd run for a brick wall. I love the bloke.
That's a good question actually. What do we think is success for Conor Hourihane? What do we think
with us?
Yeah, when he comes to the end of his reign with us, what would make you class
We've got to be in the championship, I think, regardless of what happens.
I think championship. I think if he gets us there, I think he'll not see it as job done, but he'll be like, right, I've done this now.
Yeah, stable championship club, but it's not as easy as that, is it? But
no,
unfortunately,
that's where we want to be.
But the thing is, if you look at the apparent wage structures in all 24 League One clubs, we're fourth bottom. We don't pay much.
No. Yeah, we haven't got a lot of money, that's why.
We're notoriously tight, aren't we? It's a running joke, but no, we are. And I think it shows with the Liverpool ticket sales, actually. They didn't take that further 3,000 allocation, did they? Because they weren't confident they were going to sell it, or they didn't want to take the hit if they didn't sell it. So
I'm pissed off about that, by the way, putting it on a Monday night.
Did you get a ticket?
I'm working, so I couldn't go. But
it's just bonkers that. I don't get that. But
no. It's modern football, and I think even Wednesday, I've got a mate who's a Wednesday fan, and they were playing on Monday, and I was like, why are you playing on a Monday? And he said, it's just modern football. It's
the TV now, isn't it?
It's shocking.
Don't care about fans anymore.
Oh, definitely not, no. There's so many kids who will miss out going to that game as well because
I mean,
it being on a Monday.
I don't know if you were born, but I remember when I...
Probably not if you're saying that.
I remember 2008 going to Anfield when we beat him, Brian Howard.
Yeah.
And bloody hell, the core memories of like days like that, just unbelievable, man. Yeah.
I mean, decent record at Anfield, haven't we? So
I was just about to say that.
Undefeated at Anfield, aren't we?
Someone had to say it, yeah.
Oh, that's jinxed it. I weren't going to mention it, to be honest.
Run it back, we'll do it again.
You know, if we do a hat-trick, I am absolutely buzzing because our lass's dad's a Liverpool fan.
Is he a Liverpool fan?
Yeah.
Liverpool
all
fan?
Their family is. All of them are. Yeah. So I can't really grumble.
I know so many Liverpool fans though. It's honestly.
I'm going to show him that clip.
No offence. You know, there are some, and I do know some proper ones, but there's so many glory hunters that I'd love to get one over just to make them happy.
Yeah. No,
to make them upset, to make me happy, should I say.
I went to Anfield. Do you remember Sven? Last year, Sven Goran Eriksson.
Yeah.
I went to thingy game, what's it called? Testimonial thing. Where he wanted to manage Liverpool. I went to that. And I'm not going to lie, the stadium's fucking mint. It is mad how big it is in there. You don't realise, like, Oakwell's puny compared to that. But then you realise, like, the actual Liverpool fans there, the actual ones, you know, that are just die-hard, they just love the club, they love everything, they love football. And you see them, and then compared to somebody who just, I'm a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
You'll struggle to find more passionate and loyal people than Scousers, whether that's Everton or Liverpool. Completely. Yeah,
no, exactly. I think, did you see Tony Bellew when he were on about it? Being an Everton fan, he says it's just his life's just upside down all the time. Being an Everton fan
teaches you life skills. That's what I always say about Barnsley.
It does. It's a new stadium. Jack Grealish in good form, so can't complain.
I love Grealish. I love him.
He's another one who's a good character. One you want.
Yeah.
He's good. I watched one of his interviews last season when he were at Man City. I was just like, you seem bored, mate. You just seem bored. And this season he's all happy. He's right chilled. He's like, so he's got free roam to do what he wants now.
What about Calvin Phillips? He's on like 200 grand a week. Men they'll be loving it, but you know he wants to play football. He's a footballer at the end of the day. So
it were actually interesting. We were talking about Jack Grealish being freed under David Moyes, and it were interesting last week or weekend before when Shirky put in that Rabona cross for Ireland, and Pep slagging him off after the game, saying he wants him to keep it simple. And you can that gives you a little inkling as to why Jack Grealish didn't shine at Manchester City, because he's a player who's a maverick. Same as Shirky.
Big price tag as well. It's hard to really justify that. I don't think anything can justify that, and it's getting even more ridiculous these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think football's changed. I think Pep's seen that now. Just it's all wingers.
I think he's changed it. He's one to blame. No FA Cup replays, this kind of thing. Him and Klopp.
Him and Klopp, man.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I loved replays because it was just like, you're going to Kidderminster on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Like,
even for us playing Liverpool, it'd be nice knowing that if we get a draw, then we'll bring them back to us, get a decent amount of money. And
that's another shit thing for fans, isn't it? If that goes to extra time and penalties, you're coming back from Liverpool at 11 o'clock at night, 11:30 at night. Yeah. Everybody's got work next day.
Yeah. Oh, I'll book it off. I'm not going, but I'll book it off. I'll book it off just in case.
I tried me damnedest, man. There's too many people.
You can't act like life's normal if you get a result against Liverpool, can you? You can't go to work next day acting as if
I'll still be
hungover. I think there'll be a lot of bosses receiving phone calls that day if something happens.
They know. I can remember I worked. Where did I work now? I think it was ASOS at the time, and we beat Millwall. And I was just like, I am not going to work tomorrow.
I'm not calling in sick, is it? Just
not doing that. But they were like, yeah, no worries.
Calling in sick, we are calling in sick, just tell them reason.
Yeah, exactly. They know.
Yeah.
But, What do you rate Connor on a 1 to 10 then?
What, in terms of looks?
How do you think he's doing? Oh, looks if you want.
You've
just said that you've run through it.
I gave him a solid 10. Beautiful bloke.
Run through brick walls, mate. Go on.
Honestly, I don't know. In terms of how he's done so far.
Yeah. So far, halfway through. Yeah.
I don't know, 7 or an 8. I think it's hard to say he's done a magnificent job, but I don't think it's any worse than we really expected. And, it'll only get better. I feel like, loads of Barnsley fans have said it, but I feel like if we stick with him, we will get success in the end. So, just a matter of time. We might do it this season, we might get close, but if not, we'll just have to keep going.
Yeah.
What do you think of league this year? It's a bit tighter, isn't it?
It's dodgy as hell.
6 points off relegation. It's mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dodgy as hell. Normally there's an outlier. Normally there's a team that's averaging about 2.3, 2.4 points a game at this point, and nobody is.
A Birmingham.
It's not Birmingham.
And then it sort of starts to level out towards the end of the season. But this has been all over the place. Cardiff looked like they were going to be that team, but they keep losing games. Bradford have drawn more than a third of the games.
It's really open. There's so many. I think you mentioned it on one of the other episodes. There's so many smaller teams in there. Stevenage, Lincoln.
Weren't it something like when Rotherham were like 18th? If they won like 2 games in a row, they'd be up at like 5th.
Yeah,
something daft like that.
It's a ridiculously tight league at the moment.
Do you know what I was thinking as well? You look at Donny there. I think only 5 or 6 points off us. They're near relegation. They had a right string of results last season to get promoted. I think it were 10, 15 wins in a row. So you never know, a team like that, like we did in 2015-16.
Yeah.
That's all
a
it takes,
mental run and put some momentum behind you, and you can do it. So
it's all it takes though. But I remember, this will interest you. The last manager to get November Manager at Month award was Duff for us. Remember, Ronnie went on after he got that. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, don't tease me with stuff like that.
A lot of fans were thinking, why has he got that? But when you look at it, a 5-0 win against Luton, another win and a draw. It weren't too
undefeated in month like.
It was just cup form and that kind of thing that made it look a bit daft.
It's been so dodgy this season for us, hasn't it? Because we're still 2 games in hand on most of the teams in playoffs. We could be up there, we could be third or fourth if we win that. Obviously, we've got to win the games around it. That's obviously our problem.
Yeah,
they're not guaranteed wins, but the games in hand. And I know Bolton other year they had a load, and I think they lost them all, and it didn't do them any favours. But I guess it's nice to have them. But it would be nice to have a true picture of where we are.
Can I just say,
having played them games.
If we do get in playoffs, I really don't want to face Bolton again. Can we make a truce now? Can we just?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd fancy it in like
final.
Lincoln, but
I'd fancy it in final because when they come to Oakwell, they were pretty shocking, to be honest.
Yeah.
They didn't play really well until Vimal got sent off.
Yeah,
Silence in the room says everything.
McAtee scored it, and
I don't mention McAtee. That made me cry.
Could be an option for January. I've heard. Obviously, try getting him in summer. I've heard people saying that it could be a possibility.
I've heard that Sheffield United as well. Ryan One, is it?
Ryan
One. Yeah. Something like that. Ryan One. Yeah. I've heard him. He's coming on.
We've been linked with him. I think we're in the summer or quite a few times. I'm not sure who he is for starters. I've
never seen him play.
I've not seen him play.
One of my mates is a Sheffield United fan. I've asked him, and he said that I think he's another one of them players who could be really good in the future, but just might not be good now. And it's not the type of player we really need. We don't need another Jake Rooney, another
one player. I can't believe we missed out on that Ballard from Southampton. Him in this team would have been.
Isn't that him who plays for Leyton Orient?
Yeah. I think he scored against it this weekend. Scored a pen, and I'm just like, he just seemed to pop up everywhere.
Who is it who's running out of transfers now? Because obviously Mladen, I finally learned his name now he's left.
Yeah, what were you calling him? Mladen.
I saw that clip, yeah.
Malden.
I think it'll be it'll be Connor driving it, and I'm assuming there'll be other people behind, maybe John Flatman, people like that behind scenes on joint effort maybe.
Probably Hassel, he's done the job before, hasn't he?
Yeah, good shout, Hassel as well.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, he's done it before. But Connor, I think most of them were Connor's signings this year. And I can't say I fault him. He knew what he wanted.
If not a Connor signing, the influence of Connor players, coming because of him.
But I heard Crime were back involved, James, with his spreadsheet.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But I know they're still sort of in and around it.
Loves that spreadsheet, don't they?
The thing is, when you look at it, we didn't actually do too bad when we were on spreadsheet. We signed Winnall and Hurian and we sold them for profit. That's what it were all about. So I don't get why people were complaining. It was
I would just call it a spreadsheet. It must be proper more advanced than this.
We've had some stinkers in the past, and I think they're the ones that live in people's memories. They like to focus on them ones. But no, we've had some right signings in the past, some really good loan signings, some really good, young players.
Yeah.
Signing. Yeah, it's brilliant. Players from abroad as well. You've got Hellick, Anderson, all these fantastic players who have gone on to do bigger and better things. I was
about to say Mamadou Thiam till he said bigger and better things, but
Thiam, man,
take him back.
What a player! I can remember when Stendhal moved him to left wing and he just banged 4 in it first game.
He's an unbelievable character, man. Absolutely loved him.
Yeah.
Another one who just played football. He weren't interested in speaking or in any media kind of thing. He just played football and he was good at it.
I'll tell you, so on that, because we were at the Garrison after they came back.
Oh, don't fuck. Why every time this story comes up, man? Our hammered.
All players came back to Garrison after we got promoted that day.
Yeah.
I'll let you get off the bit scot-free. He grabbed Stendhal by the face and screamed in his face. All players and all fans were bouncing with each other. Mamadou Thiam looked so out of place, man.
They were just
he
stood
did
there.
not have a clue what we're going on.
I can remember Victor Adebayejo got on my shoulders. Because he said to me, he went, lift me up, and I'm there like, fucking hell, you fat bastard. Like, what the
Must have some strength for that, he's a right big bloke.
We got him on the shoulder, and me and this other lad kind of carried me. They got on top of the thing, and just everybody were chanting.
Yeah.
And I've got a picture of him somewhere. There's me, Adebayejo, and then Adam Davis with trophy, and I'm there like, can I touch it? Can I touch it?
Did you touch it?
Yeah, I did. The league
Beautiful.
One trophy. Yeah, there's a video of me somewhere.
Yeah, there's a video. It comes up on my memories once a year.
Yeah.
Somebody was live streaming it, and you can just see me and him popping up every now and then, bouncing his heads off.
I remember telling Jordan Williams I loved him. Yeah.
I've got a story about Jordan Williams, you know. Proper random, and it's slightly off topic, but when I was at college, I was doing this internship with a football club, and I think it was around this time actually. The players were going around and, you know, I think it was carpool karaoke type thing, singing Christmas songs.
Yeah.
And one of the media blokes, with Jordan Williams in a car, I think it were Conor McCarthy or someone like that as well in car. They were in one of the car parks, the one behind Courthouse, I think it was. I was walking to college, and I heard someone shouting my name. But I wasn't sure if it were me, so I sort of ignored it. I looked around, couldn't see anyone. Apparently with Jordan Williams in car, media bloke said, "Oh, he's on an internship with us, shout him." I just full on blanked him, so good about that.
Yeah. No, that is yeah. I love Jordan. He was a good player and all, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean he got some criticism, didn't he? And for the season, last season with us.
Yeah. He played a bit centre back, trying to play a Carl Walker from 2018 role. Just like what? But yeah, he was just a right wing back all through and through him.
Yeah. How's he doing at Portsmouth now?
He's playing.
Probably tipped to go down there, aren't they? Might be back.
Only video I've seen of him is when they got stuck in that lift.
Yeah, he's playing.
Oh, brilliant.
Ben Killip got a game there the other day. The week, yeah.
You see that clipper, the other keeper going off for him,
and they look exactly the same. I saw that.
Massive pot noodles on there.
I did see that. He's another one though, Killip. I don't get why he got so much stick. Because he were decent. He were
a good backup, weren't he?
Yeah, he weren't the best, but he made some good saves. He was just I just wanted
from that to having a load of lone keepers, didn't we? I think we had like 5 in one season.
Yeah, but it's like I want us to. I said in a previous episode, let Flavel make mistakes. Flavel, just let him make mistakes. I'd rather him make mistakes than Cooper.
It's a great point, yeah. You'd rather players who are going to stay here make mistakes than lone players we're not going to see.
He's a really good distributor as well. I like Flavel.
Yeah, I like him on ball.
He makes a couple of mistakes, shot stopping, which to bring the Roy Keane out, I mean, that's his job. He is really good with his feet. I think he's got a lot of potential as Kieran Flavel in it. But
then again, I saw Joe Gauchi last year and he looked good on his feet as well. And then he got injured. But I thought we've played Flavel for last 10 games. Let him carry on that momentum. Do you know what I mean? Just let him keep that momentum going and let him flourish. Let him come out of his shell a little bit.
You need games to get momentum, don't you? You need game time. You need to be in and around it.
And that what best time to give it him.
Yeah.
Them 10 games, and then maybe game start of this season. If he don't, if he's been a bit poor, then bring somebody in. But
I think it probably looks bad on him if we don't pick up as many points. That might have been the reason. I don't know.
I think it's
it makes sense, did it?
I think it's one of them though. I think Barnsley fans would be a lot more understand. Well, no, they wouldn't be.
They wouldn't be. As much as I've got love for him, we're talking about Barnsley fans here. Barnsley fans and understanding don't tend to merge well together. We wouldn't have any different though, would we? Wouldn't it? No.
But salt of the earth, people.
But it's saying we tend to. I mean, keepers in past that we've had, Adam Davis, do you know what I mean? People like that.
Jack I said he were unbelievable. I'm not doing too well now, but
Brad Collins.
Unbelievable.
The last 5-10 years we've had some really good keepers.
What about back in your twos days, Heinz Muller, them kind of players, Luke Steele?
Heinz Muller.
Luke Steele.
I can't say I've watched them, but
Luke Steele, unreal.
I remember back in the days, 2005-4, Scott Flinders. 2006.
He's a coach at a minute,
Yeah, he's coach, yeah.
And Nick Colgan.
Nick Colgan.
I trained.
Went to your previous goalie coach.
Yeah, he's at
coaches.
Stockport now. I trained with Nick when I was playing. I didn't play for Barnsley, but I was scouted, and I went for a little get with a load of keepers. There were about 40 in us. And I'll always say I passed ball to Nick Colgan as a youngster. I passed ball because he was my idol at the time.
Brilliant.
I loved him.
You know what? It's funny you bring that up. You remember Kieran Flavin, we were talking about him when we played Roma in pre-season and he got chipped by Diabala. I've had people saying, so many people have said it, you'd live off that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You don't matter that you conceded, you'll say, either I played on the same pitch or I got chipped by
You can accept getting lobbed by Diabala,
of course you can. Teammate of Ronaldo.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd be living off that for the rest of my time. I just feel like I've played them.
You've got to find these little claims to fame, haven't you?
Yeah.
What went wrong though, Reece? What are you playing?
I was shit, mate. I weren't good enough. I'm not going to tell you a lie and tell I were good enough.
You're not going to bring out the knee injury or
that.
No, I did do my hip in, but that weren't out to do it. I weren't good enough. Simple as that.
It must be hard, that though. Something you obviously love, right now.
No, I like teaching people more, mainly. So even from a young age, I've liked bringing people up. I mean, my cousin Naz got a scholarship at Barnsley, and he's a keeper, and I'm so proud of him. But I've started doing my coaching badges, so I'm like, I just want to do that now. That's my goal. So
when Connor goes, you can step in.
I've got an agreement with him.
A couple of years.
Number 2.
Well, I said to Kate, once the thing is with me, once I'm set on something what I want to do, that's it. I'll just obsess. I'll obsess with it.
Yeah.
And so I've my level 1 is January, so I'm like, I've got to do all my safeguarding and all first aid and all that, just basically to prove that you're not a criminal or all like that. That's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna, because I spoke with Bruce Dyer about 6 months ago, and I'm just like, let me get in. And I sent off for my DBS, but I didn't fill it in properly, all my employment stuff. So I'm like,
that might be a sticking point. You might not pass that.
If you've seen his Twitter, he's not gonna.
If you do pass it, it's not been done properly.
But yeah, that's my goal now. It's just
it's
coaching.
good investing in people, isn't it, and seeing them flourish. I imagine.
Yeah. I love showing people and teaching people, and that's my thing. That's what I want to do next.
That's brilliant.
That's what real leaders do, man. Real leaders build more leaders.
Yeah.
You want to make people. Make people feel seen. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
I'll be completely honest with you, because the last couple of years I've been a bit wayward with what I want to do. And I'm not bouncing between stuff, but, well, I am bouncing between stuff. This is probably the only things that have stuck for the last couple of years. And I've done little projects here and there, and I'm like, what are you actually passionate about? And I thought, for the last 10 years I've been into football. Like, since my life began, I've been into football. Yeah. Why not just get back into it and do something on football? Do you know what I mean? And get really into it.
You've got to follow what.
So that's
what
I've last year I've just been watching football, and not just watching it. I've got a book upstairs full of like notes and analysis stuff. And
the day becomes better than me at Football Manager is the day I'll do my coaching badges.
You know what though? It's good that you're making notes and that kind of thing, because I feel like a lot of the people like the idea of going into these industries and doing well, but that's as far as it goes. They don't actually want to put the hours in and put the effort in.
I said to people, it's lovely until you're watching Burnley Fulham 0-0.
Yeah, you're having to analyse it.
And then you're like, but then you've got to watch it from were they defensively good or were they attackingly poor? And then you realise, like, actually it was a really good game when you analyse it from a different point of view.
Really good
they're really entertaining,
But yeah, football's just one of them. There's a room for everybody. So
every game's different and all, and you don't get any two games the same.
No, but favourite game? I'll ask you that.
Favourite game? I think it would be that Millwall one at Wembley. I don't want to be boring. A few more. Fulham 3-0 away from home. That's my favourite away game. If you're going to ask that. Brilliant. Went down with Taylor, good mate of mine, Barnsley on top.
Is that where Woodrow scored too?
Brown and Woodrow too, I think. I just don't believe. I think they were top and we were bottom, or some similar storyline to that, and we went and beat them 3-0. Unbelievable. There's been quite a lot of them, haven't there?
It was the one team in the league that our style at the time suited. It was the only one where we were their kryptonite. That were it. We had a good run against Fulham for a few years, to be fair.
Unbelievable. I think we drew 3-3 or something daft other season, William.
Yeah, I think I've always said the same with teams at the top. We always seem to do better when we're underdog. Because I think our style now suits being underdog, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because if you look, we played some top teams and just battered them. Do you know what I mean? Like Luton battered them. I know they were set up to be expansive. We want teams to do that.
I think it's playing the better teams, but when they can actually play and they actually go for us, I think we do.
We do the better.
We do better.
I think as Barnsley for the last 20 years we've been better when we're underdog.
Yeah.
It's just Barnsley through and through.
I mean, Leeds game 3-2 win. That's one that sticks out in my mind as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember another time we bet Leeds when I've been watching anyway.
Yeah.
So that one sticks in my mind. Just
I had a good
unbelievable.
night that night. I were at uni, and I made everyone on my floor watch it. Like made them. So I played one of the lads had Sky Sports. We set it up in the kitchen. We all got pissed, watched it, and went out after. Oh my god, what a night!
And then hurry on left.
No, perfect parting gift, that other one. I think we'd all accepted that he were moving on and we were fine with it because he were moving to Villa, moving to a big club.
Yeah,
and he went on to do brilliant. Oh man, yeah. Went on to do bigger and better things. So you can't. That's the right way to leave, not like Sam Winall did.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll bring that up. Winnell actually did a podcast and he regrets the way it happened.
I think I heard something about
that. He asked the Wednesday directors and the Wednesday media team not to release it on that day and they still did.
Yeah, Norman Remington's funeral, weren't it? Yeah.
He asked them not to and they still did it and he was gutted.
Yeah, I'd love to pick his brains, and just one-on-one and then...
He said...
Come on the radio show or the pod, Sam. You're more than welcome.
And he even said that if he knew he weren't going to get as much game time, he'd have stayed. And I'm like...
He ruined his career though, didn't he? I know he's not done absolutely terribly, but it didn't hit the highest that he could have done.
We had him at his peak.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, brilliant, wasn't he?
That Warsaw goal, man, when he just run through an entire team.
Yeah.
You know what? That's another one I've seen. I've got him on LinkedIn. I've seen a few things he's getting up to now. I don't know if you two have seen, but he does a lot of like mind coaching, that kind of thing, like counselling. So he's another one who's gone on to do good things after football, and it'd be interesting to speak to him and find out, if he regret. I know there's a little podcast or something that's happened before, but proper sit down someone with him and dissect his brains. I think he'll apologise to the Barnsley fans, and I think
he did. He looked gutted as well.
It's a shame as well that his legacy is that. Yeah, I think he didn't help himself with a celebration, but I guess if he's getting loads of stick, I guess it's just
he had a
spur of the moment.
Pig at him, man. Like I can't blame him for that.
But it's one of them that
it's just you get in it and
it's the way you leave because Hecky didn't get much stick when he left for Leeds.
Should get a bit more, shouldn't he? He's playing for every Yorkshire team and not managed.
He should, but he did the right thing in signing the contract, so we got some money for him.
Yeah.
To be honest,
he's always Oakwell, him. Have you seen? He's always in corner stand. So fair play. He's doing well at minute at Preston.
He is. I'm so happy for him because they don't spend much either.
No,
they're losing a lot of money. And I keep saying this every single football episode. I don't think it'll be long before we see a big club, like in Championship or Premier League, go pop.
Sheffield Wednesday.
We've seen that from them.
But I think, and just do a Bury or a Bolton and just.
You don't want that, do you? No matter the team and no matter your hatred for him, you don't want that. You want him to go nationally, of course you do, but you don't want him to completely go bust.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some lads at work. They're the exact same. Like they said, it was the best thing ever when they went into admin because they get rid of him.
Loving it, weren't they?
Yeah, they loved it.
They were buzzing.
And I'm just like.
Has it ever been a good thing? I don't think it has.
Well, I think they see it because he's got to go then, hasn't he? So that's pretty much it.
I vaguely remember when we were in admin.
2001.
What a good thing for us.
I think I was definitely still in nappies and I probably couldn't speak, so I can't remember that.
Yeah, 2002 I think it was.
When Patrick Crime brought us for a quid.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
No, honestly, I've got a few mates who are Wednesday fans and I'm happy for them, if more than anything. And apart from that, I could not care less. But it's the fans, and to be fair, they've got some really decent fans. I've met a few, and a lot of them as well say that they'd support Barnsley if they went bust.
Stay away, you fuckers.
And some of them have said they have a soft spot and that kind of thing. Obviously, others are different, but I've spoken to a few who genuinely don't have an issue with us whatsoever, and a lot of them are decent people.
One of the worst things I saw is when we after final. 2.5 years ago.
He's mentioned it again.
I'm sorry, mate, but when we were coming up M1, the coaches, both teams, stopped at same services all the way up.
Oh God, that were a bad idea.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
There were no issues with them though. We were absolutely fine.
We had someone else. Yeah, we had someone else.
On our way down,
somebody got bowled, and it was like, it was bad. And we're like, just say, come on, get in, because I just want to have a piss and go home.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be bothered. And then we stopped at Nexton. They stopped at Nexton. It's like,
do you know the best thing on coaches going down and seeing a Wednesday coach go past?
Yeah, I do love
Brilliant.
that.
You love that kind of thing, don't you? It's what makes it. And I think it were a good day for Yorkshire and South Yorkshire.
The thing is, I'd have loved it if it were any other team but them. A last minute winner.
It's worst way to lose as well, isn't it? The very last minute or extra time. We'll never know if we'd have won on penalties. I'm not sure.
I collapsed at Flower.
You did?
I couldn't get up for 5 minutes. I was just sat with my head in my hands. Like,
you just freeze, don't you? You don't want to believe it. You don't believe that it's actually happening.
But
we didn't speak on my own. I don't know if you two were saying, but you just sat there.
Not really. I mean, we were a bit pissed, to be fair. So
we were staring at it. The funny thing is, in fact, I've still got screenshots. I were on my tactics board, looking at things. I was like thinking, I was thinking like, how could we have done better? And I were already on WeScore and stuff like that, looking and
starting James Norwood instead of Tedic. I still don't know why that weren't.
No.
Absolutely got to do this, but you're gonna have to ask him the final question, mate. We are an hour and 5 in.
Wow. How is
that's going.
It's flown.
That's flown. We'll have to get you on again, mate. 100%.
Yeah, we'll come on show if you want. We'll come on. Is it 7 o'clock on Thursdays?
It is.
We'll buzz on that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
More than welcome.
So the last question we ask every single guest, and it's not even football related, but
I've not heard this one.
How do you personally define a good life?
All right. Wow.
That's left field, isn't it? John Russell to that.
You can have a minute.
Any examples of what other people have said?
So we've had everything from people just saying you need good people around you, a good family. We've had people say just be dedicated to what you want to do.
We've had a very wide range.
I think all of those things.
Yeah,
I think all of those things, but just having good people around you. It doesn't matter how much money you've got. It doesn't matter.
That's a lot. Everybody said exactly the same. Don't matter how much money you've got.
But it just is that, isn't it? You need good people around you, and as long as so many people who haven't got much who are content, and especially in Barnsley, we're not blessed. I know it's changing these days, but we're not blessed with having loads of money. We're a working class town. We're working class people, and I think we're just happy to be here, and we're proud of where we come from. So I'd say that. Just good people around you, and as long as you think no matter what you define as success, if it's successful to you, then it's success. So keep happy, and I think that's the main thing. You don't want to be upset in life, do you?
Love that.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, love that. Perfect. We'll definitely get you on again. That's probably one of the easiest podcasts we've ever done.
Yes.
It's just flowed all with
you can't go wrong. Talk about something you love for.
I know you've dropped it a couple of times, but this is your opportunity. Look into the camera, plug everything you want, your socials, your radio show.
Barnsley Radio, 7 o'clock every Thursday. The Reds Roundup. It's a Barnsley FC radio show. So if you're into Barnsley FC, then I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And I guess that's about it. I'm not too big on any other social media, but Alex Francis 04 on Twitter if you want to follow me on there and see some of my horrible opinions.
Perfect. That has been a pod, mate. Do you want to give the socials out, mate?
Yes, of course. You can always find us, because you forgot at the beginning, at
I did, yeah. Shit.
AYCT.official on Instagram and TikTok, or You Can Talk podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to us. You lot on TikTok, you're coming across slowly, but we need more of you to come across to the YouTube. Keep coming across, otherwise I'm coming round your house.
Threatening. Perfect. Good luck. This has been All You Can Talk.
Lovely.
Peace.
I really enjoyed it.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.
See you next time.
See you in a bit.